Cheers for cricket.
Hello everyone. You got some fans in the audience. That's a nice start to any speech, especially at a public event like this. I know there's dessert and tea after this, so I'm going to try to keep it short because there's other friends who still have to speak, and sometimes these speeches can get a little bit longer. But I'm going to jump right into it. Today is a day I never imagined, and I'm quite humbled and honored to be inducted in the Hall of Fame with such a special class. My journey for cricket began in 2001. When I first stepped into cricket in what we call now as the emerging format, which is called the tape ball cricket. That's how you started, and that's how I started. Later we realized that there's additional scope of this sport within the city. And after a few years, started to introduce myself in the Ontario Indoor Cricket Association. The passion of the game, some of you may not know, but the Ontario Indoor Cricket Association, which was set up in 2006, because of lack of facilities for cricket, was playing on weekends after 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. So that means during the winter time, you're playing in a covered soccer dome. Once the soccer guys are done, cricket comes over, and it continues from 12 in the morning till 6 in the morning. Back then I was a young enthusiast with a love for the sport, and it was maybe occasionally easy for me to leave my wife home at night to go play cricket. Occasionally it was easy. I would say it was pretty easy all the time, and I will talk about that a little bit after. And fast forward from 2006 to 2009, where we recognized that there was a vision for growth of cricket in the city of Brampton. Took a leap of faith, established the Brampton Cricket League in 2009. The resources at that time were limited. Cricket itself was growing, but it wasn't growing fast enough. So there was a challenge with facilities. And over the years, some of you know, some of the volunteers, some of the builders know that it's not easy to get stuff done. It took hundreds of meetings, a lot of door knocking, a lot of petitions, a lot of media placements, a lot of public interaction. And with each passing year, the league grew. It became more vibrant. And at that time, the right people joined the league. At that time, people like Ravinder Bhatti, who serves as our treasurer, joined the league. At that time, people like Vasant Solanki, who serves as secretary, joined the league. We had Chaitanya Sani, who joined as a scheduler to give color to the league. We had Victor Sebastian, who joined as an official coordinator. So it wasn't just a one-man effort. There's a team behind it. We talked about family, and I will talk about that later. But without this team, the league would have had no success. So I want to appreciate all the friends, all of the extended family, and a round of applause for the extended board members who made sure that the league continued to grow. And together we witnessed the evolution of Brampton Cricket League. From struggling to score fields and finding spots for us to play at, to now becoming the home of cricket in Canada. From having lit electrical fields, Vasant talked about this. Before the city of Brampton had electrical fields that would have power for cricket. Every sport in the city had power besides cricket. We had to rent generators to power external fields to play cricket. And through the petitioning, the door knocking, eventually we became pioneers of introducing floodlight cricket in Brampton. Brampton was the first league, BCL, Brampton Cricket League, was the first league to introduce live scoring, a third scorer, electronic lights, and this year alone, we will be the first league in North America to introduce decision review technology in the city of Brampton. So the work has not stopped. It continues to grow. And as with the growth of any particular body or an organization, it creates competition. And for us, we believe that competition is good because it creates premium level of managers who would manage the sport well to create more and more effective resources for our residents to play. With the correct competition and proper utilization, the synergy of competition and the proper utilization of city officials, including city staff, including including members of council, members of current council, members of past council, and staff who've been here with us for many, many years. There's people in 2009 that I started to work with who are still part of the city recreation staff committee, so they know the history, and I want to appreciate all of them. There's so many names I put here, but I don't want to miss anyone. So I want to appreciate all of the friends who worked with us to making Brampton Cricket League a successful organization over the last 15 years. Mayor Brown has been exceptional since his last 6 years in championing the cause of cricket in Brampton. He's rallied the support of the council, he's rallied the support of the staff, and that success is showing. And for me personally, none of this would have been possible without the extended support of my family. My beautiful wife Kavita, who's here today. She's been with my son, besides me, since the inception of this league, since 2009. I mean, I've been married to her before that, but she's been with me since the inception of this league. And in the first interview that I completed on live television, I said, she understands that cricket is my second wife. So from 2009 to 2024, that establishment has stayed true, and she'd allowed me the time to manage cricket and make sure that it continues to grow in the city. I want to thank my mother, who's here today, who stood with me throughout all of this time. And the skills, the guidance that she provided in making sure that we run an organization. Louis talked about running a not-for-profit as a business venture. Brampton Cricket League runs similar. But we run it with integrity. And we, each year, we are volunteers in this organization, but each year we push to raise the brand of competition, raise the brand of premiumness, so that our players, our officials, our city officials, everybody recognizes cricket as not an emerging sport anymore, but the fastest growing sport in the country. And to my beautiful children, Abigail, Zach, and Luke, who for the past few years discouraged me from retiring from cricket. Every time I lose a game, I come home and I say, this is it, I'm going to hang my shoes. Because as you're getting older, you're not as competitive anymore. And people are better than you. So you want to recognize that while you're at the top, you want to quit. And they tell me not to retire, but because selfishly, when they come to watch my cricket game, they like playing in the parks that are provided besides the cricket teams. So it's good for them. The journey for cricket and the BCL continues. We have doubled the teams waiting for us to join next year. If we were to get more facilities, tomorrow I can get double the size of where we are now. And as I stand here today, I'm incredible. I'm grateful for the incredible support for all of my teammates, colleagues, and community members who've been with me at every step of the way. I'm proudly thankful to the City of Brampton, the Hall of Fame Selection Committee, for this honor and recognition. To my fellow cricketers and community leaders, I say this: let us continue to strive for excellence, uplift one another, and use the power of sport to build a brighter future for all of us. From the bottom of my heart, I'm thankful for this incredible honor. I'm truly blessed to be part of such a fantastic committee of inductees. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.